What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sakina, and I'm back with another review. This is my review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 14, episode 11. So the episode opens up with, before I even get into that, y'all, let me let y'all know to be sure to check us out tonight on the Whether You Like It or Not panel. It will be hosted by the Scotty by Nature TV. It will be on the community tab, so go ahead and check us out. Last week, we had it here at my house on my channel, and we had an amazing night. I'm telling y'all, we cut up so much in that live. It was everything. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't already, and be sure to tune in to the live tonight at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. Again, it will be on all of our community tabs, so go ahead and check us out tonight. My energy is a little low today, y'all. I'm like extremely exhausted. I'm taking care of my sick nephew, my stepdad. He's sick too, so we have some sickies in the household, and I'm just trying to prevent anything to happen for me. But I do feel a symptom of two, of course, because I am taking care of my nephew. So just bear with me because my energy is very low. But I'm present and I'm here to do what I got to do. So the episode opens up with the girls on the Sprinter van, everybody with the exception of Kenya. And Marlo is giving them the rundown of what the next day will look like. So they're going gym mining the next morning. And then that night they're going to have a catered chef. They're going to play games, s'mores, and all of that cool stuff. So we see that Marlo is then having like a little huddle, and I think everybody was there with the exception of Kenya. So she's telling them around like 11:15 at night that if Kenya is not spending the night, or if she's not there at their cabin by breakfast in the morning, she does not want her to attend any of the activities. And like I said, I mean, Marlo, you're not the showrunner, honey. So you're not in a position to dictate where Kenya can and cannot show up at, ma'am. She showed up to your event with a whole band, marching band. So why you feel like she won't show up to the girls' trip because you told her not to? Girl, please. So the next morning, Kenya shows up at 9 in the morning, very energetic. She goes to Drew's room and she's letting Drew know that she came because she wants to go on a walk. And, she's just really feeling her high spirits. So Marlo tells her, Kenya, when you get a chance, come talk to me. Now, mind you, when she was greeted by Marlo tried to hug her. And just like Kenya said in her confessional, baby, I'm not doing that fake shit with you. Like I already told you the night before that I'm done with you. Why would you think that I want to hug you the next day as if nothing happened? We could be cordial without coming in contact, especially because at this point you like to get in my face. You like to try to do aggressive cheers with me. Nah, baby, we don't need to have no type of contact. She's through with you. So just let it be what it is. So as Marlo was telling her, when you get a minute, Kenya, can you come talk to me? And Kenya was like, yeah, I heard you. But obviously, Kenya has no sense of urgency to talk to Marlo, and I don't blame her for that. So Marlo goes downstairs or whatever to get glammed up, and she calls her manager and says that Kenya's not going to kill her vibe and all this other stuff. But, I mean, she's not killing your vibe. She's actually coming in with good vibes with everybody. It's just the fact that she don't fuck with you. She's very cordial with you, but at this point, she has nothing else to give you, Miss Ma'am. So her manager was saying that basically Marlo was being the big person. She's not the big person. What she does is very fake and phony, and her continuously playing the victim is very played out. So she's not being a bigger person by far. Like, I understand you're her manager, you're her friend, so you want to try to make it seem like she's doing what she needs to do on her end. No, thank you. So then Sonya and Kenya, they go aside and they have a conversation about whether or not Kenya is going to stay in the cabin with them. Kenya said, baby, I always got my bags in the car. So if my Tesla ain't charged, then of course I ain't gonna have no choice but to be here. But it doesn't sound like she has plans on staying the night. And really, it's like, yeah, it would be really fun for them to stay in the house together. But it's no different from going on vacation with your friends and y'all all got different hotel rooms. Like, that's simply all it is. She can have fun with y'all. She can kick it, do all of that. And then when it's time to go to sleep, she's at the house by the lake down the street. It's not that big of a deal. Sonya and Kenya, they're having a conversation. And I know I already said this, but Sonya is trying to get Kenya to go upstairs to speak to Marlo. Just like Kenya said, she's not stunting Marlo right now. She does not feel like that's a priority to go get a gift from Marlo that's fake anyway. Like, I'm not doing any of that. So then they get into the conversation of how Sonya feels like Marlo is trying to be the bigger person or whatever she feels that she's trying to be. And Kenya's like, baby, I don't have no sage. I'm not trying to deal with this demon today. Sonya in her confession was like, well, if she feels this strongly about Marlo, then I don't feel like Kenya should be here. Girl, shut the fuck up. Okay? This is not a Marlo event. This is a cash trip. I understand this is your first time on the Housewives show. However, that is not how it works, Miss Ma'am. This is not a personal event for Marlo. This is a cash trip. So Kenya was going to come regardless of whatever. She just don't want to be fake and phony and play like she kick it with Marlo and she really don't. So yeah, again, she's not really pressed to go get them gifts. She ain't got that to do. So then Sonya was like, man, I just feel like, she's very sensitive. And when she said that she looks up to you, I believe that. And she was like, I just feel like she's going through a hard time right now. And baby, cue the world's smallest violin, because Kenya simply could not be bothered with anything that Sonya is saying. And she was like, look at how she treats me. She treats everybody like that. It's not even me, just me. It's everybody. Look at how she did her nephews. It was too much for her. She was having a hard time, so she kicked them out. You don't do that with kids. You don't abandon them. And then she goes into the story of how she went to go stay with her dad's side of the family, and then they were going to take her back. Her grandma was like, yeah, nah, we about to take you back to Detroit or whatever the case. So in the van, Kenya was crying, and as the car was going, she jumped out the car and did a roll and spin and ran away. She went and stayed with her ex-boyfriend for a minute. They couldn't find her for weeks, and she said that just really adds to the kids' abandonment issues, their child traumas, and all of that. So when Kenya was explaining in her confessional how that could really take a toll on the child, she was even watering her eyes, like, she was getting emotional about it. So she really doesn't respect what Marlo did and the way that she handled those children, because she could really relate to it, and she knows that that is going to stick with them forever, because it's like, why me? Like, why you can't, what's wrong with me? So like I said, she just ain't got it to do. And was it me, or was it weird how they randomly had Monyetta in that scene? And I was like, okay, so how long was Monyetta in this scene a part of the conversation? Because it went from Kenya's confessional back to the scene, and boom, there was Monyetta. That was so weird to me. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one who caught that. But yeah, so then Sonya was like, well, she did say as long as you were here by breakfast. And Kenya got up like, this bitch ain't running shit, basically is what she was saying. Like, this bitch ain't running shit. Bitch, you just got here. Like, don't play with me. You just got your peach, bitch, thinking that you finna run me, the Kenya Moore, and tell me where I can show up and not show up at? Girl, please. Exactly. Kenya exited stage left real quick. Like, bitch, I'm not even about to entertain this. Marlo can't tell me nothing. I'm just really over Sonya, because it's like, now you want to be the bone carrier. In the confessional, in her confessional, the producers was asking what's the difference between being a bone collector and a peacemaker. She's saying that a bone collector is somebody who's spilling the tea and really has no intentions on making the situation better. And what do you think that you're doing when you're sitting here telling Kenya, or telling Marlo what Kenya said about her nephews immediately after she said it? It's giving you're being fake concerned. In all reality, you don't give a fuck if they make amends or not. Why are you so invested in their relationship when you just got here? And you're trying to make it seem like you're being a peacemaker. But let's not forget, episode 1, you proudly stepped into the bone collector role when you went and told Marlo at her event what the girls had to say about the Art Guy fashion show, whatever the hell that it was. So don't think that we forgot about that, because you're definitely trying to take over the torch and be a mini Sheree. And then I didn't even like the fact that she was acting so concerned about it to the point where you took Sheree from her hot meal to go have a conversation with her and Marlo about what Kenya said. Girl, you're annoying me. Let me eat my damn food. This could wait. So yeah, she's letting Marlo know about what Kenya said about her nephews, and how Kenya was really upset about it because she could relate to it. And Marlo was like, well, first of all, tell that bitch that I'm not parenting. Oh, really? You're parenting? while you on a 30-day vacation. Meanwhile, Crystal got 6 people in a now 3-bedroom apartment. How are you parenting currently? Oh, I guess because you throw your sister some change to take care of 2 additional children after she has 4 little ones to take care of? Huh? What are you doing in this 30-day period? Living your life in the damn Blue Ridge Mountains while you trying to sit here and act like you just got so much going on. Girl, please. We ain't got time for that. And I don't have time to sit here and listen to you act like you just so, I am parenting. Bitch, no, you're not. Anyway, so she tells that. And then Marlo was like, okay, well, how does she know about my nephews anyway? And I thought they was going to say Candy, but Candy got saved today because Sheree was like, I actually told her about it. I was telling her, I kicked it in a way of saying that, you had a lot going on, so much so to where you kicked the boys out. And just like Kenya said in the flashback, she still didn't give a fuck because they all got stuff going on. So now Marlo wants to do a prayer and is feeling like, she hopes that Kenya never says anything else about her nephews because she loves Brooklyn oh so much. And I'm just like, girl, this fake prayer is just too much for me. And I'm interested to see how Marlo is going to react when she does find out that Candy also told Kenya what was going on. I feel like she let Sheree slide, but how is her energy going to be when she find out that Candy is the one who also told what she had going on? Because, they both was carrying a bone, and they both gave some information to the air quote op. So, I just feel like she going to give Candy, or going to try to give Candy the business over that. So then we have Candy, Kenya, and Sheree talking business. Now, we learned that when they had the Womlet breakfast between Sheree and Kenya was saying that she knows people in the fashion industry and can get her some connections. So Kenya was saying down at the cabin that, hey, you have a 4:00 conversation with somebody that she had linked her up with. And Kenya's asking her, are you prepared? Do you have a notepad? Baby, it's Sheree, honey. Of course not. She's not prepared. Now, you see Kenya there with her laptop and her notebook and all of this because obviously she's trying to get Kenya more hair care back in order. Meanwhile, Sheree, she really does not have that much of a care in the world for She by Sheree, if you ask me. That was just a dream that never got off the ground because she never really put her feet down in the soil to actually grow the damn business. Like, girl, you don't have your feet planted enough to really want to see this business through. So Candy is saying, when I first started off doing my businesses, somebody told her that she was doing a $1 million business on a bougie budget or something like that. Basically, she didn't have enough money. So she was telling Sheree, listen, what you could do is start off small. And you could sell out easily because you have a brand. You have the most known brand that isn't even a brand. Like, right, everybody knows about She by Sheree. Andy asks her all the time about She by Sheree. She by Sheree She by Sheree was referenced in a song recently. So it's like, girl, everybody knows about She by Sheree and it has yet to take off. And we knew about that, season 1? It's been 14 years, girl. This is crazy. Ridiculous. And that's just because she's lazy as hell. And then I seen this morning that it's confirmed that, what's her name? Sheree and Martell Holt are dating. And it's like, girl, you're just a clown. You're even more of a clown to even date someone like him. First of all, how 2 lazy ass motherfuckers gonna have a successful relationship? What is he gonna do for you? Because he damn sure ain't gonna help you with Chateau Sheree. This stupid ass can't even get his builder's license off the ground. Ain't nobody buying that children's book that nobody showed up to the signing for. Like, child, what is it? What is it? Because he banking on somebody else's license to take care of what he needs to take care of for his business. So, girl, what? And you ain't even started your business. So imagine y'all together, a powerless couple. Child, but if you want to continue to date dummies, go ahead, because you definitely don't have the Melody hustle. Melody is the one that made that relationship, and what is 2 lazy motherfuckers gonna do together? Nothing. Just exist and look dumb as hell together as a unit. Second, and most importantly, he's a cheater. Like, girl, you have a whole show based off of his cheatations that you can reference. I wouldn't want to stand near this man. So good luck with that. Like, girl, what? Like I said, I feel bad for Sheree because she really does make dumb decisions. It's like, oh, you don't even know you're dumb at this point. I pity you because you just don't know how to make sound decisions. So anyway, yeah, she ain't prepared to take this damn class And in the midst of it all, Candy was saying you could start a small line, and even with that small line, you can sell out easily, and then you can invest in, hiring a team. And she was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, she's dropping knowledge, but it's just like, are you really going to do something with that? I doubt it, because it's lazy ass Sheree. So then Fatum arrives, and Drew is not excited, of course, because they've been going at it. Now, we already knew that Fatum was going to be in attendance just off of the way that Marlo and Sheree had responded when they were asked if she was going to show up. Marlo, your desperation for Kenya's attention is very weird. I'm not understanding why you feel like it's so urgent for you to have a conversation with her when y'all already talked the night before. Like, before she even knew about this whole Michael and William situation, what was the conversation needed to be had between y'all when y'all already had y'all's conversation where y'all let each other know that y'all wasn't messing with each other? Close my door. What do you want? You want an apple? Well, guess what? It's some apples on the table that you haven't finished. So just go to your seat. You were not done with those. You did not eat them. Okay, I'm filming, so you're going to have to get out, okay? Okay. Get a banana? Have Egypt get you one. Yes. Go ahead, get out of here. Hey, y'all, see, he be throwing me off. I need to start locking my door. But, because I'm off track. Yeah, like, what? Why do you want to talk to her so bad? You keep talking about you not going to allow her to ruin your day or whatever. But you're making yourself upset by continuously trying to talk to her when obviously she doesn't want to talk to you. So the fact that you went to go follow her, let's be clear, you initiated that. She obviously does not want to have a conversation with you. And she should make that very clear instead of just ignoring you. But at the same time, I understand why she's ignoring you, because it's like, girl, I'm not about to keep entertaining you because it's just going to go left every time. So I understand it. But obviously, she doesn't want to talk to you. So read the room instead of trying to follow her around the room. And that's why Kenya made it into a joke. And she changed, she channeled her inner Sonya and became an Olympic track star, okay? She got the fuck on. And it was childish, but at the same time, it's just like, it's further proving Marlo's desperation to even have some type of attention from Kenya. So the girls are annoyed by this. Candy, out of all of them, she's just like, Kenya, you said that you don't like people provoking you and poking at you, but yet you're doing the same thing to her. Like, she's basically saying that Kenya was making the situation worse and kind of behaving immaturely. And I can understand why she would be frustrated with that. But at the same time, y'all need to get on Marlo for continuously trying to speak to someone who already told her what her boundaries were with Marlo. Marlo is making this situation bigger than it needs to be. She's going through this ego trip because, yes, this is my first trip. I'm now a full-time cast member, and she's feeling herself. And it's like, yeah, now, Kenya, now that it's in my control, I don't want you going nowhere. Don't even get in the Uber XL. Like, girl, you're doing way too much. You're doing way too much, and you look pitiful as fuck because you're literally dying for Kenya's attention. Sonya, she's literally draining me. Like, out of everybody right now, Sonya is the one that's getting on my nerves. Now, they done sat in this driveway for an hour. And did y'all notice that everybody is literally waiting on Kenya to join? Okay, why? Because she's that girl. Everybody wants her to come. No matter how much Marlo is trying to get Kenya not to be a part of the group and all of that. Remember how excited the girls were when she arrived to the restaurant? And now look at how they're behaving now that Marlo is trying to exclude her from the activities. The girls really ain't having it. So they in the driveway for an hour. And Kenya called her a loser. And then Marlo had the nerve to say that Kenya's intimidated by her. Girl, please, just like Kenya said, I am an icon, you are an ex-con. Bitch, please, get your tired, desperate ass away from me. Sonya, dusty ass, gonna come to the window, Now, mind you, Fatum was like, it's not fair that she's trying to exclude her from the group too, because everybody fuck with her. So Sonya goes and says that she feels like she's being rude to Marlo, whatever she was saying. She was trying to come to Marlo's defense. And just like Kenya said, if you didn't like the way Drew was handling Sheree, you should have that same energy for how Marlo was trying to handle me. Exactly, because you picking and choosing who you want to be mad at. Shut the hell up, Sonya. Like, you got so much heat for Drew and how she was handling Sheree and had her hand in her face and how she was still with her assistant and all of that. But you have nothing to say about Marlo, how Marlo aggressively tried to cheers her drink. Well, Sonya was there. How she aggressively tried to cheers her drink to Kenya. How she had her hands in her, well, not her hands. Let me switch that up. How she was all up in Kenya's face down at the Drop It With Drew event. But you feel no type of way when it comes down to how Marlo was treating Kenya. And now you're looking at Kenya sideways because now she's dismissing you. And now you identify with how Marlo is feeling in this situation. Girl, please. I'm so tired of Sonya. At this point, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. And Marlo's still doing the most. And at this point, Candy want to go ahead with Mayetta and call an Uber and go somewhere else. Now, Drew was like, okay, I want to go gym mining. She's talking to Marlo. Marlo feel like the group should split up. Whoever want to hang with Kenya can go somewhere else. And Drew was like, well, I want to go gym mining, but I don't want to be with this bitch. And she talking about Fatum. So Fatum trying to turn up. And Drew was like, girl, please, you're Sheree's lapdog. So pipe down. And I feel Drew, I mean, shit. She don't like her. She don't want to ride with her. It is what it is. Like, I just feel like this is being too drawn out, and it's all because Marlo is on this stupid ass power trip. Mind you, Kenya is already in the same car that Marlo had told her not to get into because she's ready for the festivities. Because bitch, you're not running shit. Kenya, Fatum, Mayetta, and Candy, they go to the backyard to jump on the trampoline, and then Marlo, Sheree, and Sonya, I guess that's the new clique. They in Marlo's room, and she putting on her best acting skills with her 1 credit on IMDb or BD, whatever the hell it is. Not a tear in sight, acting like she's so distraught because this is not the way she wanted it to go. Girl, please, we ain't buying it. Be mad at yourself for stirring this shit up the way you did. Girl, please. And then that goes back to Sonya being mad at Kenya for dismissing her feelings and all of that. But, girl, you're the whole reason why this whole thing is the way that it is now. It was already tension. You were at the table the night before. So then you went and added more fuel to the fire by telling Marlo what Kenya said. So be mad at yourself as well because, yeah, you're a part of the reason why this shit is the way it is now, too. They doing this trampoline out back. And it's funny to me how all of a sudden Marlo gets on this trampoline and she decides to allow Kenya to go on the trip. Girl, no, production probably was like, bitch, wrap this shit up, cut it out. Kenya going on this trip and ain't shit you can do about it. So it is what it is. It's funny how Marlo done got on this trampoline and suddenly she has a change of heart and she wants Kenya to join them. Girl, please. What probably happened was production telling your ass to wrap this stupid shit up because y'all holding back time. Y'all done wasted an hour and a half in this driveway for no reason. Meanwhile, Kenya was going to come the whole time. So yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody working in production told your ass to go ahead and stop putting on this damn act. So to get down to the gym mining place, and I thought it was weird because it's like, okay, y'all not really minding these gems like that because they didn't just grow in the sand or the land, whatever, wherever y'all getting it from. Y'all got these from Virginia, honey. This ain't natural. So at that point, I wouldn't even be interested in the activity. And then I was like, okay, is it me or is this man giving all kind of low energy? And then I seen that there was a Trump 2024 sign in the building. And I'm with Kenya. I wouldn't do this, but she did. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. She basically took that shit down, but she act like she ran into it or something to make it come down. But in her confessional, she was like, I felt like the place needed a bit of a cleanup, bitch. Because his attitude was already, fuck these niggas anyway, so fuck your sign.
Cheese.
It's not a picture.
It's not a picture. What's this? Just a video?
Yeah, it's a video. What you gotta say?
I gotta say Spider-Man.
Something outside of Spider-Man, please.
I wanna see it.
And you gotta look in the camera.
Sarah, waters speak.
Okay. I'm finna turn the camera off, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You gonna leave now? You going back to watch Paw Patrol? No?
What does your TV do?
I'm working. I'm watching TV.
I'm watching with you.
See, if you're gonna watch it with me, you need to be quiet.
Okay.
Okay? And don't be putting your fingers in your mouth. All right. Say bye.
Bye. Bye.
See, Drew feel me too. This is corny. This is dumb. Like, what are we doing? None of the girls seem excited about it. Candy was asking Drew how her trip was, I guess, to the gold mining place. The gem mining place. And she was talking about how she needed it. And as she's going on, Fatune comes and sits down. And Drew gets up because she doesn't want to be a part of anything that Fatune has to, whatever. So she's telling Sheree, like, oh, look, Sheree's getting her lap dog. She's getting her puppy. And Marlo, whose confessional is really nice. I really love her new confessional look. She was saying at this point she doesn't have high hopes for this trip because the girls just are not getting along. And, I mean, what do you expect at this point? Now Marlo is ready to go home, and Sheree is telling her she needs to not do that because everybody is here in support of you. Marlo is saying ever since Kenya came, it's been a dark cloud. Girl, that's because it's been a dark cloud over you. You've allowed her to dim your light or whatever it is. Like, she came in here in high spirits and everything, and you're the one that's bothered and continuously is trying to have conversations with her that she clearly does not want to have with you. So you're putting all of this on yourself, girl. And Miss Sheree, you talking about maybe Kenya shouldn't have come if she wasn't in support of Marlo, because if somebody's not in support of me, they're not coming on my trip. And bitch, what trip is that? Because I don't recall you ever hosted a trip. Now, somebody could refresh me, but I damn sure don't remember Miss In and Out of Seasons hosting a trip. I don't know, but I know they giving newbies more opportunities than Miss Sheba Sheree. So, girl, you need to be quiet. Drew, that doggy bone thing. Well, hold on, wait. I'm jumping ahead. Okay, so Marlo calls a house meeting for all the girls to get together. So they all get downstairs and she's talking about how she's not in a happy place. Drew is unbothered eating her salad. Candy looking at her like, girl, what are you talking about? The girls really don't give a fuck about anything that she's saying. Leave me alone. So anyway, they Fatune interrupts Marlo's speech. It was like, I'm sorry, but basically Drew was fucking with me, so she had to respond. And Drew was like, because she addressed Drew in some type of way. And Drew was like, I'm right here, like, addressed to me. So they going back and forth. And then Drew throws out the doggy bone. And I felt like it was definitely not the moment that she was looking for. It just did not give much of anything. And, child, she don't even have a dog, so the people are wondering where the hell you get this doggy bone from. Sheree talking about, did you get one of Ralph Dildo's? Child, listen, what they be saying about your man, you might want to be quiet, Miss Ma'am. But anyway, yeah, Marlo has gotten cars for all the girls so they can go home. And she said, thank you. This is supposed to be about me and, uplifting me because I'm going through a hard time. But I just want everybody to leave. So thank you, but no thank you for making me feel better. Girl, shut the fuck up because you don't even feel bad. Like, this whole situation that you talking about, that you're going through a hard time, you're not going through that much of a damn hard time. You would have thought something traumatic would have happened, like the way that she's acting. Like, girl, please. Shut the fuck up. You just kicked them boys out and you thought you was going to kick it up in the mountains and everybody end up beefing, including you. So now all of a sudden you want to play victim and act like what the girls did was just so horrible. Girl, fuck you and whatever the hell you going through. Mayetta is frustrated. She said there was a lot that she wanted to say. She just really feels like as black women, we should come together, you know, that whole speech. But, I mean, I get it. At least she knows she's new to the group, so she really just trying to stay calm for the moment. Marlo go, how you gonna shush me? This is my video.
What you said?
Listen, you too busy trying to shush me. Now you want to ask what I'm saying. Leave me alone. So, yeah, at least Mayetta knows she's new to the group, so she just going to sit this one out and wait it out to see, you know, what happens. But Marlo is in the room, and she's talking about, oh, it's so crazy because now I'm just at peace while I'm here in the room alone and all of it. I just really feel like Marlo was so fake and phony. This trip was boring as fuck. This episode was boring as hell, and it was a waste of my time. But let's get down in the comments and talk, y'all. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode along with the review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Again, don't forget to check us out tonight on the Whether You Like It or Not panel. It will be live on Scotty by Nature TV's channel. Again, it will be on the community tab, so be on the lookout for that. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
You said bye, you said?
I said bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm about to take a bite too. I'm going to take the bite.
Okay.